Hi YouTube supporters. Today I am making my supporter only video. So I was just eating steak. As you can see, I'm almost done. I made a buttery steak. It was amazing. And by the way, this is zero sugar. This is a 7-Up zero sugar Shirley Temple flavor. I really like it. It's like a limited edition and I think it's pretty good. But yeah, that is my crutch. That is my weakness with my healthy eating, is that I do drink diet sodas still. Maybe one day I will cut those out. But for now, today is not that day at least. So, right now I just finished cooking this steak. I was going to have my carnivore muffins, I call them. I was going to have those with the steak, but the carnivore muffins took a little longer to bake than I thought. I didn't want my steak to get too cold. So I'm just going to eat the carnivore muffins in the beef and butter drippings. But it just made me think about how you guys, my cat just flashed the camera for this video, surprise. It just made me think about how you guys asked me a lot about carnivore, and I know I talked on my last members video about why I did it. I just want to talk about how long I've done it. It's been 5 years as of the beginning. It was like October 3rd, I think. October 3rd of 2019. Don't eat my steak. I'm pretty sure that is the Coltrane. I'm pretty sure that is the day. It was like early October. So anyway, it's been 5 years. I love it, and I stick with it. Granted, there have been times where I've been a little more lazy carnivore, if you could say, where I eat a little bit of keto treats here and there, or maybe add a vegetable here and there. And that's fine, but I do feel like I've been leaning a bit more keto than carnivore the past month or so, maybe even a little longer. And I want to get back to just like really strict carnivore, because that's how I feel the best. Obviously, anybody else, however you feel good eating, even if you like eating carbs and you don't do low carb, that's fine. But this is what works for me and how I feel my absolute best. So that's why I just got back from the grocery store before I cooked this, got me enough steaks for the week. And people are like, how do you eat carnivore? Wouldn't it be expensive? I think if I were eating ribeyes every day, but I don't even like ribeyes as much. I like sirloin steaks, and they're a really cheap cut, which is hilarious. But I just never have been a fan of a super fatty steak, and I know it's better for you, but I like leaner cuts of steak. I just do. So I got some sirloin steaks for the week, and I just got some cream cheese and stuff to make the carnivore muffins, which I made a little Instagram reel of that before, I don't know, a couple of years ago, where I showed how I make my carnivore muffins. It's just cream cheese, butter, and eggs. Mix it up. I lost my mixer, haven't used it in a long time, so I just put it in a blender and then poured it in a baking dish, and I'm baking it. Normally I'd put it in a muffin tin, but I lost that too. So so I've got, I still have stuff in boxes that I had to unpack from my last move, which was over a year ago. But yeah, that's also something I just didn't talk about because I had a stalker situation. But yeah, anyway, it's been a while. So yeah. So I got those carnivore muffins and this is just what I'm going to be eating every day, mostly. Just carnivore muffins and steak. That's one thing I love about carnivore, is it's very simplified. It's not complicated. I don't like complicated ways of eating where I have to come up with this extravagant, detailed, different meals twice, 3 times a day. I just like simple steak, and in this case, the carnivore muffins. I add to it just so I can up my fat content a bit, because especially women, we benefit from eating animal fats. Men too, but especially women. For hormone regulation and things like that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to. And I've been I had a cheat day for Thanksgiving which that wasn't as bad as my cheat day for my birthday, because the cheat day on my birthday I had Olive Garden, which obviously they use terrible ingredients, seed oils, all that. So I felt like I got hit by a truck the next day. But my cheat day for Thanksgiving, even though I had cake, I had pie, I had dressing, I had rolls and all that. So even though I had a very carby, sugary meals, because I ate 2 giant meals of it, they were all home cooked. So home cooked, like homemade ingredients, like not eating processed stuff makes a big difference. Even if you're eating junk food, if it's not processed, it'll make a huge difference. But anyway, so people have been asking more about carnivore and what it is, and a lot of people have been curious. Coltrane just trying to knock my phone over. So yeah, and I need to get my muffins out. Okay, so this is the carnivore muffins I was talking about. I need to cut it up. Alright, and there it is, plated up. So, it's just, yeah. Look, it's soaked up a lot of the juices and butter already. Normally it would be that color. But yeah, so it's just like this eggy, cream cheesy, buttery bread. It's not actually bread, obviously. But that's it. It's great. Alright, so a lot of people ask me questions about carnivore. I'm going to try to eat while I talk if that doesn't annoy you guys. And we'll see. I'm almost done eating anyway. So a lot of people ask about carnivore, what it is. Because some people think that carnivore means you only eat meat and that's it. Like you don't eat dairy, you don't eat butter or anything like that. But I mean that would still technically be carnivore. And like, yeah, maybe in the wild with animals that would be, they're carnivores, that's all they eat is meat. But in terms of like carnivore diet, there is different, it's on a spectrum. So you have like your ruminant meats only in water. That is your very strict like lion diet. That's what Jordan Peterson and Michaela Peterson do. They have a lot of mental and physical health issues, and that's why they stick with that strict version. But most people can do a more flexible carnivore diet where it's meat, and then you have the option of eggs, dairy, if you tolerate it, because a lot of people can't tolerate dairy. I do, no problem, but a lot of people can't. And fish, right? So I just do that version of carnivore. I don't do the super strict lion. I've tried lion diet. It gave me, eggs as well. And I've tried the lion diet before, and it was fine, but it made me sick of beef. I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I need more than just beef. I mean, if I had to, I could, but I love my stuff like this carnivore egg bread thing. I love it. I need eggs. I love eggs. And then I do like to have cheese sometimes, which is funny because I used to be obsessed with cheese and I had cheese all the time. And then after being strict carnivore, or after being carnivore for a while, I don't need cheese as much. It's just like I like some cheese, but I don't even eat cheese every day, and I used to. I have cream cheese in this, but in terms of like cheese, no, I don't have as much of a need for it. So, man, that egg bread is good. I think I'll just call it egg bread if I cook it this way. Or if I put it in muffins, if the muffin's in it, it's a muffin, but otherwise it's just carnivore egg bread. I am obsessed. Like, it's so good. If you want to know, I have the real. Normally I put a package of cream cheese. The first time I made it or the first few times I made it, I used a whole package of cream cheese, 5 eggs, and a whole stick of butter. I noticed the butter was really overpowering with the whole stick, so I used a little less now. I probably only used like a tablespoon or 2 of butter this time. And I didn't have 5 eggs, I only had 4. So I had a package of cream cheese, 4 eggs. I forgot, I should have got more when I was at the grocery store, but I thought I had enough. Mom and Dad have chickens and they give me eggs. But Anyway, so I did that for this. It is just, I love it. It adds, if you just eat it with like, for example, I'm eating it with my steak and just soaking up the butter and the steak drippings with it. And it's so delicious. Also, you can make, if you want to put like bacon in it, sausage in it before you bake it, then you have like a breakfast thing. Which I've done that, but I kind of just like it this way because then it feels more light. It's not as heavy, and I don't want to just eat it by itself. I like to eat it with stuff. Now, also what's good with this, if you want something sweet and you don't want to be doing all the fake sugars and stuff, you make this, you put cream cheese or butter on top, and you pour just a little honey on it. Like, you don't even need a lot because honey is so sweet. Raw honey. Which I don't eat honey a whole lot, but some days I do. And that's the thing, is honey doesn't, raw honey, like, it still comes from an animal. Some people in the carnivore community are more strict about that than others. But once in a while, for a special treat, I'll have some. And it doesn't kick me out of ketosis because I don't eat that much of it. I think it would take, like, I've had up to 4 tablespoons a day and it didn't kick me out of ketosis. Granted, that's over 20 grams of carbs, so it could kick you out of ketosis. It just didn't for me. But it's not a lot of carbs. You're still low carb if that's the only carb you ate. Which, I mean, I think eggs have trace amounts. But yeah, anyway, that's what it is. And a lot of people fix a lot of ailments. There was a Harvard study where they put people on it. They were all, like, getting off of type 2 diabetes. I think it's type 2, right? That's the one where going low carb helps it. They're all getting off their medications, reversing illnesses, getting off medications, all kinds of stuff. So I think the thing is our modern diets are hurting us. I think most people, the high majority of people, would benefit so much from going carnivore. Then after a couple months or so, and you feel amazing, if you want to try introducing other things one at a time, you could find out what works for you, because carnivore is amazing as an elimination diet. But for me, I just like it enough that I want to stick with it, like, pretty much for the rest of my life, unless something changes, but I don't anticipate that. I feel my best when I stay carnivore. I just want to stay carnivore for the rest of my life. I like it. I mean, this was a great meal. Steak and egg bread. So, now especially if you're fat, most people lose a ton of weight going carnivore. A ton. I've never been overweight, but, like, carnivore does keep me lean. I'm like a size 0.2. I eat steak. I eat this, eggs, cheese, dairy. If you're trying to lose weight, though, I wouldn't drink a lot of milk. Because, I mean, obviously. But other than that, if you're trying to bulk, yeah, drink some milk. But I do recommend it. I've had people from the community, Watley, which I know you'll be in the comments here too. He has done carnivore diet. Didn't you say you had diabetes or something, or you were pre-diabetic or something like that, and that completely got you out of that? If I'm remembering correctly, you can clarify in the comments. But it has helped so many people. If you're just like, whether you have some, obviously do your own research. This isn't medical advice, but I do think that you should definitely look into carnivore diet. If you just want to, whether you just want to lean out, you want to lose some weight, or maybe you're in your 30s and 40s and you're starting to feel those, like, aches in your body, which is too young to be feeling like that. But granted, most people do because they eat crappy food. Look into carnivore diet. It can change your life. Go down that rabbit hole. If you're on TikTok or Instagram Reels, search carnivore diet. You'll find a bunch of people have done it and just fixed so many things. Oh, I'm hearing my dishwasher. I was like, what is that noise? So I love it. It has changed my life. I don't deal with endometriosis issues anymore. My hormones stay balanced. I stay lean. Don't even worry about it. I don't even have to worry about it. I don't have to be counting calories and stuff because my natural hunger cues take care of everything because I'm eating natural foods and my brain isn't like, hey, I want more. It knows, okay, you got a lot of nutrients with this. So, yeah. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any suggestions for what you want to see in other members-only videos. But I've had multiple people in the community that have tried carnivore diet because they saw me talking about it and have been like, oh my gosh, thank you. Some people have lost over 100 pounds. Like, it's crazy. But I'm really grateful that I found it and that I discovered it from a keto group. Someone mentioned it in the group and it changed my life and it improved the quality of my life. And it's one of the best things that's ever happened in my life. No doubt. One of the best things that ever happened in my life was discovering carnivore. So I know it can help a lot more people. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see for future members only videos. I will see you guys later. See you about to burp. Bye.